Hello, Fred Minnick here, and I'm about to review this Heaven Hill 17-year-old. This is the first edition of the Heritage Collection. Came out in late December. This is a media sample. I also got a decanter to go along with it. I tasted the 17-year-old Fitzgerald recently, and man, was that good. So a lot of people have asked me to taste this one to give my thoughts on it. So here goes. I mean, that color is just, it's kind of like you're looking up into the sun in on a cloudy day, and there's that, it's like the clouds create like a redness around the sun. It's like an orange redness. That's what this color reminds me of. Smells a lot like, ooh, buttery, really buttery. Mm. I can't like there's obviously some caramel and some vanilla here, but the butter note is like really overwhelming. Just think of like some melted Irish butter, like a salty creaminess. God, that's beautiful. Take a look at that right there. Just beautiful. First thing I'm doing, I'm putting on the palate and seeing what part of the tongue is it really focusing on. My style of tasting is I put the whiskey on my palate and look for what area of the tongue is prominent, and then I'll taste a second time to kind of laser in on the notes. Now, there are times I don't have time to taste twice, so I'll just really be a little quicker about it. But this one is a little. I was expecting, from that nose, I was expecting this to be really rich, really layered, really all-encompassing on the tongue. But it's really not. It's kind of mid-palate and back palate. There's very little on the tip, and there's almost none on the sides of the palate. So I'm going to taste again. Yeah. When I break into this a little bit, there's some baking spices, like some hints of cardamom. Um, there's like a touch of like ginger here, a little bit of cinnamon. The one sweet note that's popping out is not anything I would have expected after the nose, and that is a more of a molasses flavor profile. So then there's like some sherry notes, like some kind of nuts, like a Spanish almond. I mean, overall, it's very good, but it's not the nose does not match the palate, and it's definitely a sipper. It's like the nuttiness now is a little bit more overwhelming. It's a little bit like a pecan pie, uh, like a rich pecan pie, and the nuttiness is the most prominent, look for me, and in pecan pies, they have that kind of that filling is very syrupy, very sweet, almost like molasses. So I would say, like, if I were to choose like one a note out of this, it would be a pecan pie with a really thick crust. Yeah, I mean, I like this, but I wouldn't say I liked it more than the Old Fitzgerald 17-year-old, and I'm probably going to be a little bit more. I'd be a little hesitant to drop the kind of money this is, that this is worth. But then again, this is going to be one of those bottles that accrues in value over time, and even if you don't drink it like right away, like I can see why somebody would want to buy this and just hang on to it. I would recommend drinking it, but this is a bottle that it may not be knocking my socks off, but a lot of people are going to love this. This is hitting a lot of notes that people like, especially if you like the nuttier profiles. But to me, when we look at like an advanced high level whiskey like this, I really want to see it be all encompassing on my tongue. And this one just lacked a little bit of that. It lacked a little bit of the complexity that I want. Still outstanding, very good, but we're talking A- versus A+. And when you are really kind of getting in the weeds and dissecting these like high level whiskeys, you got to be uber critical when it comes to that. So I'd say, like, if I'm having to pick between this and the Old Fitzgerald 17-year-old, I'm picking the Old Fitzgerald. But this is still quite the dram at 118.2 proof. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. If you would like to see more honest reviews, click that subscribe button and check out all the content that I got coming in on a weekly, sometimes daily basis. But until next time, cheers. Fuck, it sucks.